Well, that didn't take long. Carolina Panthers fans, Bryce Young is your starting quarterback. And I think we all knew this was coming. You don't trade up to number 1 overall. You don't do all these things to just not start him. But like the way everybody was talking about it, and Andy Dalton, let's be honest, he has a propensity. He has a way about him of holding on to starting jobs way longer than he should, or getting starting jobs way before he should. But here's the deal. Andy Dalton is a solid backup quarterback, and he used to be a very solid starting quarterback. So the fact that Bryce Young has moved ahead of him on the depth chart this fast, that they're not even saying it's really a competition anymore. He's already the starter after the first practice here at training camp, is a really big deal in telling you who Bryce Young is and what he's doing. And I've talked about Bryce Young on this channel before, but here's what we know. The dude is as NFL ready as any of the quarterbacks that were drafted, in my opinion. He came from a system that is most similar to an NFL system in Alabama of the big, we'll call it 3 quarterbacks. It was definitely more NFL ready than Ohio State's system. And it is definitely more NFL ready than what Anthony Richardson was running as well at Florida. So he comes from an NFL ready system, but he also has shown the consistency, the poise, the maturity that he can be a starting quarterback. And I think part of that is in exactly how he responded for when they asked him what this is going to look like. He said it's going to be tough. It's going to be hard, but just to push everyone, Young told the Panthers official website on his goals for training camp. He said, for us as a unit to push ourselves, for us as a team to take ownership in everything and try and get the most out of every day in the meeting room and the practice field, making sure that we're all holding ourselves to the standard that we know we should. All right. Here's the difference in this speech and most rookie speeches. Most rookies are saying, I just need to go out here. I need to get better. I need to get better. I need to learn the playbook. I need to understand what my assignments are. I need to just see where I fit in this offense and stuff like that. No. Not Bryce Young. He's saying it's going to be hard, but just to push everyone. As a unit, we need to push ourselves. As a team, we need to take ownership. You see the difference there? He's already a leader. He's already taken this offense under his wing and said, I got this. I'm the quarterback. I'm going to lead this offense. I'm going to run the ship here. And that is a big deal and a big difference. But you have to understand, Bryce Young didn't just start this. I say he's round 1, pick 1, and I know that. And he's playing for the Panthers. I know that. But again, that's why we have this channel, right? He's playing for the Panthers. That's why we're talking about it. This is a team that doesn't get a lot of national media coverage. And that's why we're talking about it on this channel, because we love the little guy. All right. We're Lions fans. And yes, I remember the Panthers beatdown of us Detroit Lions last year. Thank you very much for that. The one that ultimately kept us out of the playoffs. But you're a fun team, fun up-and-coming team. There is talent there. And you are a quarterback away and another year of a couple of good draft picks, couple free agencies of being a legit contender. I think you're a team that could push for the playoffs now if Bryce Young is a good rookie quarterback, which I have no reason to believe he's not. So here's the difference between Bryce Young's 2 years at Alabama. 1 year, he had very good receivers. The next year, he didn't. Okay. The first year, he had Jamison Williams. I don't know who else. I think Mechie was there, and then they were gone. And I can't even name you the receivers that were on Alabama's team last year. But here's the difference. His numbers were much more gaudy 2 years ago when he had a phenomenal receiving cast, right? He threw the ball 550 times for 4,800 yards, almost 4,900 yards, 47 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. But here's the crazy thing. Last year, he had to play a little more within the offense, but also they played less games. He only played 12 games. He threw the ball 380 times. That's 170 times less. His completion percentage was 2% lower. when throwing to much lesser targets. His yards, he was only at 33.25, so his yards struggled big time, but his yards per attempt were the exact same. His passer rating was only 2 points lower. His overall PFF grade was only 0.7 points lower, not even a point lower. And what that tells you is that even though he had less talent around him and a much worse offensive line, he still balled out. He still played great football. His intermediate passing grade was a 94. His passing grade was a 91. His deep grade was a 95. He was under pressure all the time. And he played his best ball when it counted. At the end of the year, he was playing really good football. So this is a guy where you have to say, like, wow, everybody says to me, everybody's talking, who's the best quarterback in the draft? And I don't know why I'm the only one in this area full of Lions fans, and I'm in West Michigan, so Packers fans and Bears fans, get them out of here, right? Like, get them out of here. But they all think that for some reason, especially fantasy football-wise, that Anthony Richardson is going to be the best quarterback. And then other people say CJ Stroud and things like this. It's like, what are you talking about? And every time when I talk about Bryce Young, it's very simple. It's just, oh, well, he's too small. He's going to get hurt. Okay. Was he hurt a lot in college? Was he hurt a lot in high school? Is there something I don't know about? Does he not know how to manipulate the pocket? Does he not know how to avoid the big hit? Because I feel like he does. You can't just say he only weighs 204 pounds, so naturally he's going to be hurt all the time. Is anybody saying that about the Lions running back draft, Jahmyr Gibbs, who weighs 205? What about Austin Eckler? He's not big. Christian McCaffrey's only 212. Like, there's all these players that play. I mean, like, wide receivers all over the place are extremely small. So why are we acting like because he's small, he doesn't have a history of major injuries? I haven't seen any with him, honestly. Why are we all just assuming that he's going to get hurt? He played in the SEC. There's no league in college football that has a talent and size and speed and strength that's closer to the NFL than the SEC, and he was fine. He stayed almost completely healthy, and he battled through an injury if he needed to or two, like everybody does. He can continue to put on weight. He can continue if he needs to. But what's his functional strength look like? What does his conditioning look like? These are the more important things. I'm excited to see who he is because, like, I think if put in the right situation, and I think under Frank Reich, he is in the right situation. I think if being put in the right situation and able to use his skills effectively and then able to improvise on top of that, like, this guy could be, I see him being a top 5 quarterback. If he stays healthy, that's where I have it. I see him up there with the Joe Burrows, the Trevor Lawrences, and like these guys that have been drafted lately where it's like, yeah, they're surefire, right? Like his floor, I mean, he's better than Tua. We saw it, his accuracy, his ability to move, his ability to use his feet to create pass. So usually I don't do videos this long. I'm really excited about Bryce Young. And hopefully nobody's watching this that I'm in fantasy leagues with, but that's the first rookie that I'm drafting. No doubt. Because year one, I think he can give you some stuff. All right. Sounds good. We'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe button. Leave a comment. We'd love to have you part of this channel and love reading your comments. We don't reply to all of them, but we read them all, and we're thankful for them. Thanks. See you on the next one.